Welcome to Rooted Moms. This is the podcast for moms living somewhere between crayons and car keys.
Bedtime prayers and those big talks that we really don't want to have.
So, whether you're raising littles or teenagers, or you're somewhere in between, or maybe you're even beyond.
We're here to laugh and, hey, probably cry a little bit, but we're here to learn and stay rooted in our faith through every single season of our motherhood.
Because between the two of us, we are covering a lot of ground in motherhood.
Basically, from crowns
to car keys. Welcome back to Rooted Moms. On today, we're going to talk about the age-old question, which stage is harder?
Ooh.
And right now with where we're at, so we're going to go over, is it crayons or is it car keys?
That's a iffy 6, 7.
Oh. You would.
I would.
So everyone told me, just wait until they're older.
And everyone with teenagers say, enjoy these little years.
So which one is it?
We've decided everybody's wrong.
Absolutely. Because every single stage has something that makes you think, I was not prepared for this.
But we know you think this is the hardest stage. Instead of comparing everything immediately, we need to kind of go through each story that we're going through before we can decide which one's harder. So let's see. Some of the little meltdowns that my little ones do, that kind of like, are you kidding me kind of moments, are like Emma. I will start with Emma because Emma's meltdowns are, I try my hardest not to laugh when she melts down.
It's so hard when they're that age not to laugh at them.
They are, but she's such a little drama queen.
And it's completely serious to her.
Because I'll tell her, no, you can't have that or something. So, well, then I guess I'll never have that again. I'm like,
yes, never.
Yeah, never again. I mean, just the wrong cup, literally. I've had the episodes where that's not the right cup. Well, what do you mean it's not the right cup? It's a cup, is it not? Well, that's not my princess cup. Just use that cup. Well, then I'll never get my princess cup again. Emma, it's a cup. But and Dean really don't have those kind of meltdowns, but he will have those meltdowns of what was his. Well, Dean never really has had a meltdown. It's mostly my little princess that has the meltdown.
Seems legitimate.
But I really think there's no way motherhood gets harder than this.
Oh, let me introduce you to a 17-year-old with a driver's license.
Oh, no.
Because that is when it really changes and really gets harder. That's when you get the phone call, Mom. Oh, from the boyfriend's phone.
Oh, okay.
Mom, can you come up to the gas station? I sent you with my debit card. What do you need? Well, see, I kind of locked my keys in my car with your debit card and my phone.
Oh, Lord.
You're going to have to wait on your dad. There ain't nothing I can do about that. Or the other call of, hey, Mom, we're at McDonald's and my car won't start. Your father's a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you calling me? Well, you're close. That's in town. What do you think I'm going to do? And the whole time, They were using the wrong key because she has an older car. So it's one that has one that will open the doors and one that will start the car.
Oh, so it's got two
It's
different
got
keys.
two different keys.
Okay.
And she was using the wrong key, the one to open the doors. Because, you know, it'll fit in, but it won't start it.
Yeah.
That's what she was using. Or the meltdowns because I really want ice cream today, but somebody ate it all. Yeah.
Well, you're 17 now. You can go get your
19.
19.
That was the 19-year-old.
No.
And also the 19-year-old was on her way to take her cosmetology license test. Mom, this costs $75. Can you send me money? We've known about this for how long?
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, right now is when we remember it costs money. It's one thing after another with teens. But the difference is, though, is that it's where that dependability shifts. So when your kids are little, what are things that you feel like your kids need when they're little?
Pretty much everything.
Everything.
So, like, you know, Emma, your example. I'm picking on Emma because she's my drama queen, like I said. Yeah. Dean, like, he does want you to play with him because he doesn't feel like he can play by himself. But Emma, it's all, and it's just me. It's not Daddy. Daddy will be sitting closest to her, and she goes right past Daddy and has me, Mommy, can you open this soda can? Or Mommy, can you open this snack? Or Mommy, can you open this banana? Mommy, can
I had a prime example of that yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Jamie's home from work. Now, mind you, yesterday I went to work at 10 o'clock at night. I worked till 10 o'clock in the morning. Then I had to go to the doctor and do things. So I didn't get home until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And on Sunday, I never got any nap.
Yes.
So technically, by the 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, when I got to lay down for a nap, I'd been up since 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. Worked
Those hours.
all night, did all the things. Dad's home. I get a text. I'm in bed, sleeping. I'm sorry if I'm waking you up, but can I go swimming? Your father's outside. I haven't slept in well over 24 hours, and you want to know if you can go swimming? I don't think them bypassing Dad ever changes.
Probably not. But James, you know, this isn't it. James is like, oh yeah, they always want you, and it's like, yeah, I know they always want me. You're like this invisible person going, they'll just go right past you, and you know, there's a lot of times like they'll come to me and first to get hugs, and then they walk right past Daddy, or
Top liver?
Yeah.
I exist. I helped to give you life.
But you know, kids they do need a lot of stuff. Like little ones, they just need a lot of stuff. What about older kids?
Oh, older kids still need a lot, but it changes. So when your kids are older, they need your mind. And the I've been there, done that wisdom. They need your prayer. Not that little kids don't, but those big kids, they 100% need your prayer when they're out and they're going and they're doing and they're on the road with all these crazy drivers. And look at the situation that we face in schools nowadays. Like just all of that. They need that prayer.
Yeah.
And they need the restraint so you don't strangle them.
They need the restraint.
Well,
you need
probably a little bit of both. Because I'm going to be honest, you know, real life here. It was today I texted my teenagers and told them, the older two, to get a hold of your sister because when I get home, it's not going to be good if somebody didn't have a conversation with her. Because it was a constant all day, all day, all day.
Yeah.
Did it help? No. Did they try? Yes. But when they're little, your instinct is just to fix everything.
Well, you know, when they're older, sometimes helping means not fixing it.
Oh, that's so hard.
Yeah.
I want to make everything, you know, when So when they're little, you are kissing their boo boos
Yeah.
because they fell down and scraped their knee or they bumped their head. But when they're older, those boo boos become that boy broke my heart.
Yeah. And those are hard to fix.
That friend broke my trust. I can't kiss that and make it better.
No.
Mama's kisses are magic when they're little.
Yeah. But then when you get older, it's like, Mom, don't be kissing me. I'm not.
My kids still get in my lap.
Oh, my teen, or well, not, he's not my teen. He sure acts like a teen, but he's like, Mom, we're in
I
public.
think that's the difference in boys and girls. I was having a conversation with a lady a couple days ago, and she was saying her son is a senior this year, and I'm like, enjoy all the things, take it all in, allow yourself to feel all the feelings because they're all going to come, and it doesn't make sense yet. But come May, you're going to be like, that lady knew what she was talking about because I feel all the things. Said, enjoy all the hugs and all. She's like, yeah, my son won't hug me. And I'm like, that's got to be a difference in boys and girls because my kids literally will crawl in my lap.
Yeah.
I'm 37. I would crawl in my mom's lap on days I don't feel good.
Yeah.
If I could, she would knock me in the floor.
Yeah. Well, with Dean, that part, when we're at home, it's like he wants to get in my lap and hug on me and have his time to cuddle. Versus he's like, that's my mommy. And it's like, look, Emma,
Jealousy.
I don't get to enjoy this very often. But when we're in public, it's a different story. It's like, stop touching
I'm
me.
too cool for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who do you think you are talking to me that way?
But it's one of those things when they're little, your hugs, your kisses, your encouragement fixes things. Because Emma's, I gotta. I'm like, okay, let me kiss it. But Chelsea's got a boo boo with somebody else.
Always. You cannot give more attention to anybody else. Even me.
Yeah. But with all of that, well, there is all different kinds of shows. We have the fear changes too. This is where mom can get emotional. And honestly, I I have had that fear since they were babies.
Well,
But
yeah, I
it's
think
different.
that the mother fear starts the second you conceive.
Yes.
Not even when they're born. When you conceive, it's am I going to carry this baby? Oh, I haven't felt the baby kick in 10 minutes. Something's wrong.
Yes.
Oh, that's a weird color coming out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Those fears start at pregnancy, and then you shift into the newborn fears. Are they still breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels like I've been asleep for hours and they didn't wake up when in reality it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You've got all those kind of fears, but then you go into fears of toddlers and littles.
Mm-hmm. You got the choking, the wandering off. First, with Emma, the fevers were when she was a baby because she had those seizures, if strikes. But I'm still like, goodness, I gotta make sure. Okay, are you okay? But then, of course, playing in the playground. When they're that little, they don't have no fear. But the mom's fear is like, please don't break anything.
It's more than that too. I notice, we have a playground here at church.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids ask every Sunday, can I go to the playground? Can I go to the
Uh-huh.
playground? And you're like, nobody's out there. We're at church. We're at a safe place. Yes, we are close to a highway. And I understand 100% the fear. I would have the same fear if my kids were that age.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a safe place, but
Yeah.
there's still that fear.
Yeah.
But you still never know, especially in today's day and age.
Yeah.
And the wandering off, 100%. I leashed Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I was at mom's. She had a monkey with the tail was the leash because she was a runner.
Yeah.
But you have to think about those kind of things.
Well, yeah, like when I go to the grocery store, there are times that, yeah, Dean is getting to be 10 years old, but it's like, hey, bud, hold on to the cart.
Right.
Don't leave this cart. When we get to the car, and like Emma will be in the cart, Dean hold the cart. Now, when we get to the car, I usually are like, okay, get in the car, and then I'll start putting
Right.
because I can see both directions. It's always been my fear, but my mom has put that in me to be aware of my surroundings, and we're living in a time that somebody comes up and they can kidnap the mom or just come right and kidnap your kids.
Well, and I think that started really in reality hard and heavy for our parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think about it, our parents are, when we were young, is when the Amber Alert started. But there was another little boy. His dad had that show. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah.
His son. All that started when we were young.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think, unfortunately for my parents, it went a little bit further. We lived in Dallas Fort Worth area. One of my parents' really good friends, her niece was kidnapped from their front yard and killed at 7 years old. I was 9. So that fear was really started in them. So of course they're going to instill that in us. It is a fear that they have to instill in you.
Well, it's crazy now. They'll just try and steal your baby out of your cart. So you have to watch, your actual cart at the grocery store because they'll just come and steal it from there.
That new, even before that new Netflix documentary that just came out about the woman that stole that baby from the mother's belly.
Oh yeah,
recently, Mother Instinct. I haven't watched it yet.
I think I remember that story because it was like Craigslist putting for baby clothes or something like that, and the mom ended up going, or the mom to be ended up going, so it ended up being a trap, and they cut the baby out of her, killed her.
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I see the fears that we're having. I'm sorry that we're telling you, but it is a true fear of ours. With all this stuff going on nowadays, people want to believe that everyone is good, but even that, everybody that's good, that you think's good, could have a dark. So it's just that fear.
We all do.
But what about teen fears?
Well, I think one of those, and it even goes back again into our parents. They didn't have to have this fear, like we have to have it, but school shootings. I can't tell you how many times my kid's high school was put on lockdown, and it really starts really bad at junior high. But what fear did our parents have of that?
Yeah.
We had one. We had the first school shooting in our age.
Yeah.
And which was Columbine.
Yeah.
Didn't happen again for how many years?
Yeah, for quite a while.
And now it's like could be a daily occurrence anymore.
Well, and it's even happening in elementary schools because they're targeting elementary schools. But you have the other kind of fears that
I do. So just putting my kids when they got their license, I think that is the biggest teenage parent fear. No matter where you live, because so we live in the city. We have a high wreck rate in this city.
Oh yes,
like it's a daily occurrence and nearly a fatality daily occurrence. The amount of wrecks we have. So that's a huge fear. But had we even been living in the county, one of our girls' friends that they went to school with, because they went to a really little school, so one of their friends got her license and 2 weeks later flipped her car because she was swerving to miss a deer. So driving for any parent, no matter if you're city or rural, is a huge fear. And then you have the dating.
Yeah.
Is this person a good person? Are they snowballing me? Are they snowballing my kid? Are they going to break her heart? What if she gets pregnant?
Yeah.
All of those fears. Are they hanging out with the right friends? Are these people godly people that are going to lift them up? Are these people going to bring them down and take them down paths they really don't need to go down? Then you have mental health. Mental health is something that's not talked about enough. For females, it is. For males, it's absolutely not. Mental health is something we take very seriously in our family.
Yeah. I think for the males, why they don't talk so much about them is because everyone has instilled in a man it up.
Be rough and tough.
But what we're seeing is the total opposite. Now they're saying, tell girls,
suck it up, you're fine.
Suck it up, but then letting the boys run free with their emotions and not doing nothing about it. That's the problem that I'm seeing nowadays is these girls, they're tough. And if you say one word, like literally, if I was in high school now,
I'd be in so many fights.
I would probably be like scared.
And I know I would be because my kids are a lot like me. And I don't know how many times I've talked them down.
Yeah. Well, and they've been targeted for just little stupid stuff. It's the mental health of teenagers is horrible.
It is. They were targeted by all of their friends over not speaking about a situation where they lost a cousin that they were very close to. Every one of their friends turned on them within a week of him passing away.
Yeah. I remember
because
that.
they wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
How is that okay? How are we, as parents, allowing this to continue to happen in our own children where they're targeting other kids for this?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm the mom. If you come to me and you say, hey, your kid is doing X, Y, and Z, whether I know my kid did that or not, my first thing I'm going to say to you is I'm going to have a conversation. My second thing is I'm going to go to them and have that conversation.
Yeah.
Now, I know kids don't always listen, but if we as parents are not being proactive to try to prevent these issues, they're going to run and think it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So then when you've got all of these things on there, I think one of the bigger ones with being a teenager is you have to worry about their faith.
Yeah, because being a Christian teenager,
so hard.
Stupid to people. Oh, well, you believe in Jesus? Really?
You don't fit in.
And they're targeted.
Why can't you go to the party on Saturday night?
Yeah.
It's like, you have church Sunday.
And I think we've always had that. I mean, I don't think ours was too bad when we were teenagers, but I see it really bad nowadays that if you are a Christian teenager, you're targeted.
Yeah. See, and I didn't deal with that so much growing up or when I was a teenager myself because I lived in a really small community. Most of us already went to church that went to our school. We went to a charter school. And even on the off chance, my mother's going to get real mad when I say this, on the off chance that on a Saturday night I was out in a field drinking with my friends because, we didn't have Life 360 then and we could get away with it. I'm going to get a phone call in a little bit, I'm sure. You bet your hiney I was up and I was sitting in that pew on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
My mom was none the wiser.
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea. I was dying of a hangover.
Yeah.
I was there. I was doing what I was supposed to do.
I was totally opposite. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. Of course, apparently I partied all my high school year, but nobody realized that there was another girl named Whitney and a redhead. Literally. Another girl named Whitney and a redhead.
That is a scary thought.
I know, right? She was a grade younger than us. But I would come to school and I would get everybody say, I know what you did this weekend. Go to bed? No, I heard what you did at the party. I said, what party? I was home at 10 o'clock after the football game. And they're like, like, do you not realize there's another Whitney that's a redhead down? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
That's
forgot.
probably who it was.
What fears do you think keep us up more?
For me, and I'm going to be truthful about this, it's predators. That's my biggest fear. And I'm not trying to brag on how beautiful my children are, but they're both blonde head and blue eyes. And they're cute as can be. But my biggest fear has always been that, especially going to bed and we live out in the country. I mean, I lock all my doors with that fear of them just being taken away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a big one.
Because it's one of those things that, back when my mom and dad were younger, when they were around that age, their mom and dads would have their doors open at night and everything. Their doors would be unlocked. But as we've gotten into where more of us are more of the worldly things, well, there's a lot of demons coming out. There's a lot of bad things coming out. Evil is trying to find the innocence. And that's what scares me the most.
So I think my biggest fear right now that keeps me up at night would be the girls' life choices. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I know they have good head on their shoulders, but I never want to see my kids struggle like me and Jamie did.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm not going to be able to prevent that fully.
Yeah.
Because they have to make their own choices.
Making their life choices. I can see that. I know that's probably my mom's fear when I was a teenager and starting to get out on my own. It was like, what kind of life choices? Because she didn't really have to worry about me too much in high school. But, because I was home by 9 o'clock and everything. But when I lived with my grandma, because I was going to school in Odessa and all that kind of stuff. I think that they're really, because she would call me 5 times a day to check on me, because we didn't have 360, so she would check on me all the time, and it was those guys that I was picking that she was a little fearful about. So I could see your fear on that one, but what about us getting into, because I feel like the fear that we have is not always the lies that we hear or the truths that we hear, but I kind of see this, that there are things that we end up believing in this world. And so the lies that we believe, I feel like kind of have to contribute to some of our stuff. Here's a lie that I'm gonna. If I'm patient enough, they'll behave.
That's definitely a lie. 100%.
Because that don't work.
Never does it work. I think one of the lies that I've been fed is that if I teach them enough, they'll never make a bad choice.
Yeah. That's a lie, because I always make bad choices.
We all do. It's part of growing and it's part of learning. But in that, in believing those lies, is then where we start to misconstrue ourselves and our role. And what is really our job and our role as a mom? Are we standing in our job?
Mm-hmm.
Are we stepping into dad's job? Are we stepping into God's job?
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at our job as moms.
Okay.
Our mom's job is to love them, teach them, guide them, correct and or discipline them, to pray for them.
Right? You know, actually, this morning before we ended up doing this podcast, this actually came to my head. This is God said right here. Because, I do want to get into a episode, like like our dads. Yeah. Mom, and I've said this before, we have the emotional side of God. So we have the love, we have the teaching them the certain ways, we have the way, guiding them, directing them, praying for them. But when it comes to, let's say, because you have all girls, so you're having to teach them a lot of stuff that a guy won't be able to. With me, so there was a few things that would happen, and I'm like, um, is this normal? We do, because I look at my husband. But it is us. We have the lovable side of us. We have the sides where it, we want to make sure they know. And in the Bible, we aren't to be like, okay, I don't want to get too controversial on this, but women are not to teach men or be higher than them or whatever. So when it comes to your son, yeah, you can teach him certain things, but a man is supposed to teach him certain things.
That's dad's job.
Mhm.
Dad's job is to lead.
Yes.
Dad's job is to protect.
Mhm.
Dad's job is to teach those little boys to be protective.
Mhm. And be respectful.
Right. And how how to treat a woman.
Yeah.
All the things. My sister has all boys. If you try to mess with my sister and her boys are there, oh, forget it. You ain't gonna make it through the door.
You're done for it.
Now, it doesn't help that my nephews are big dudes.
Mhm.
They're like 6'4", 6'3", and 5'9". But the 5'9", he's a Marine. Don't mess with him. But even when they were growing up, if she initiated messing with them and roughhousing with them, it was fine.
Mhm.
But you didn't go to mom and start it.
Mhm.
Because
Yep.
that's not how this game is played.
Yep.
But they knew that because that's how their dad taught them.
Mhm.
They knew how to protect their cousins, my girls.
Yeah.
Because dad taught them how to protect girls.
Yep.
So there's things you can't teach them.
Mhm.
You can show him how a wife should be.
Mhm.
Because I know it's a really weird saying.
Yeah.
But they do say that every little boy marries his mom.
Mhm.
And every little girl marries her dad. And that's a conversation that me and my husband have had time and time again. If when he's doing a certain behavior that maybe I don't like,
Mhm.
or that's not the most respectful, I'll ask him, how would you feel if Jesse's husband was doing this?
Mhm.
And that's a way for him to click in his head, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. And he does really quick.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Not only is he showing our girls how a husband's supposed to act,
Mhm.
I'm showing them how a wife's supposed to act.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we're supposed to do as moms and dads and everything. But like for God's job, I mean, He convicts.
Mm-hmm.
He transforms in those convictions.
Yes, very much.
He's a protector, which He gives the man of the household the protective side of things. He calls. He calls all of us because every single one of us are different.
Right.
So He calls us. He is the only one that can save.
100%. No matter how much we want to as parents.
Yes. Because we want to be like, oh, I'm giving you all the truth that the Bible's given you. But it is only He.
Well, it's not only just the salvation saving. I think it goes into, luckily I've never dealt with it. you've never dealt with it. Hopefully, we never do. But you think about these parents that are dealing with their in the, even just in our town, the amount of homeless drug community we have. Their parents can't save them as much as they want to save them.
Oh yeah.
Even that side of it has to come from God.
Yeah.
The strength, the determination, the want has to come from God. You can want it for them all day long, but it doesn't make any difference in the world until they do.
Oh yeah. Like for example, my husband, he was called to be a worship leader, a leader, but I didn't grow up in the church. I didn't really have the church mind. I was church hurt and I didn't want to go to church. But he showed an example of God's love, but gave me the choice to finally make that decision to go to God.
Right.
So yeah, God saves and God carries your burdens.
Yes.
He carries it all. And us control freaks. We want to, like, oh, I want to fix that. Can I just fix that? You're not doing it fast enough. Just get back. Get back. But he's like, no. Whitney, let me do this. He carries the burden. He carries the terrible times and stuff. But yeah, no, there's a lot of times I think when we end up listening to lies, we think that's what we're supposed to do. But these are the jobs that, as a mom and as a God, is supposed to do.
There was a time not too long ago that somewhere in between my crayons and car keys phase, I don't know what we're going to call that middle phase. We got to come up with something because you're right there. But there was somewhere in that I realized that I had accidentally tried to do God's job.
And I bet that was exhausting.
Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond exhausting. So there's kind of a scripture that goes along with that. And it's Isaiah 46. We're going to start in 3. And it says, "Listen to me, you descendants of Jacob, all the remnant of the people of Israel." So I know our pastor spoke about this Sunday. We're not from Israel, but we are adopted Israelites. We are adopted chosen people.
Yeah.
So it continues on to say, "You whom I have upheld since your birth and have carried since you were born, even to your old age and gray hairs, I am he. I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you."
Well, and I think there's another place that says gray hairs are, you know a
And of
lot.
wisdom.
Yeah, it's a wisdom thing. So maybe I should just, own up to the apparently gray hairs that I have.
Just smack James's hand next time and tell him, "Don't be pulling out my wisdom."
No, he likes trying to say that I got gray hairs. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Oh, Jamie will pluck them from my head.
He's taking your wisdom
Yes,
away.
that's why we have one brain cell.
Man.
But in that verse, it tells us that from the very beginning to the very end, God is promising that he's going to carry us. And if he's going to carry us, why aren't we trusting him to carry our kids?
Yeah.
Because if they are the most precious thing to us and we are the most precious thing to God, right? So if they're our most precious possession, why wouldn't we trust God with our most precious possession?
I think it's because of the lies that we believe in.
It probably is.
Because, this is the thing. We end up living in this world with so much opinions, so much, things going on that aren't always the truth of God.
Right. We've expressed so many opinions already.
Oh, yeah.
Just in our few episodes that we've had, but that's what people have to realize is it's all opinion.
Yeah. Because, what we're going through is not always what you're going to go through. And we're not here to say that you got to do this way. God created us all uniquely different. So all of us have a uniquely different way of parenting. I don't think any parent has the same kind of parenting as anybody else.
No.
Because there's uniqueness.
Well, yeah, because every child is different. As much as me and you and James and Jamie are alike, we parent completely different.
Oh, yeah.
There's similarities, but there's big differences too. So, just as a reminder again, like we're here with our opinion to discuss the things, but so that on the things we are all similar on, you're not alone.
Yeah.
We're all dealing with it.
Well, because, I think people are so scared of the rawness of what people have to say about parenting because there is a fear in that too. That's another fear. Yeah. Judgment is the biggest fear. Oh, they're gonna not like me as parents.
Who
Cares?
Exactly. You brought that baby into this world.
The only person that you should be worried about caring is God himself.
Probably your spouse.
Well,
They do matter.
well, they do. Oh, well, what I'm saying is,
I know what you're saying, but I have to give you a hard time.
They're done fun.
Yes.
But no, it is one of those things that if God promises to carry us, he can carry our children. But
Absolutely.
I think every one of us have the control freak in us.
And I think it comes out more with our kids.
Oh yeah. But let's look at some comparisons on certain things. So having God carry our children is probably one thing that we have to. You got to be like a war room leader. She has so much trust in God, and once God has answered her prayers with one, so give me another. It's like like I said, I think it was the last episode that I said I want to be like her because I want her to sit there and be like, oh, just robbed and please come. Why can't we have that kind of faith like for our children, Like Jesus got something.
I think that's something we all have to work on.
Yeah.
As strong, I feel like as strong as my faith is, we're not judging your walk with Christ or your faith.
Yeah.
Nobody can judge that but you and God.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm really strong in my faith, but that is the one place.
I really think everybody has that toughness. I'm not trying to say that you don't. I mean, if you do, can you call me and tell me what I'm doing?
Yeah, if you figured it out, Facebook, comment on here, anything. Like, we need help too.
Yeah,
we don't have all the answers.
My goal is to be that lady that is like, look, listen here, I'm going to eat this ice cream. You make sure to put what I told you to put.
Kids are taken care of. I ain't got to worry about it.
I ain't got to do a thing.
If only our human sides allowed that.
Yeah, and I think that's where we come into play is we allow our emotions, allow our flesh to take over those decisions. But it's a constant battle with our flesh. And it's, you just wish you could just rip off your flesh and be like, go away. But, let's do some, let's try and do some fun. So we're going to finish each other's pets. Okay?
So I'm answering as if I'm you.
Yeah. No, as you.
Oh. Well, that's not finishing each other's sentences.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a sentence and you finish it.
Oh, okay. Why do you always got to make things so
I don't know.
You
make it a little scary to try and think of that.
Would it though? I mean, we already kind of think alike. How many times today did we text each other the same thing at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
And went to the same store?
Yeah.
on our way here.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, you kind of know the scariness on that.
I don't know. I think it's worse when you told me the other day I have your husband's brain.
Oh, Lord. I did say that.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You know when I told him that story, he started laughing.
Or no,
he didn't laugh. He smiled.
He's like, uh-huh. Yeah. I know how to
get you in other ways.
Yeah, that's why we both can get you the same way.
Well, when I'm at his, I come to you and I'm like, okay. And he's like, don't tell it. No, I got you. Our husbands. Me and Jamie were like, yeah. So,
Yeah. True. I don't have the complexity that James and I have for some reason.
Woo. Well, it is what it is.
We wouldn't be who we are.
Exactly.
I don't think we would
get
along with as well.
Probably not.
The kids probably look back like Whitney. Well, I know they look very like
They love it.
They do.
They love me. They always do. If they don't, I
will
will
come back.
and I will give you the biggest hugs ever.
Oh, she's going to crawl in your lap now and give me a break. I know you're listening.
All right, let's
Okay.
finish the sentence. Okay, I'll do this first one. Okay, are you ready? Okay, gotta get it. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Here, let me give you the breakdown.
Oh, I missed it. Hit the wall.
I knew my child was growing up when
I got the phrase, I can do this on my own.
oh, Emma does that, but then she wants me to do it.
About the time that the kids started using that, like they were like, we got this.
Yeah. Well, and I know Emma can do it, but she still wants me to.
Well, she doesn't want you to know she can do it.
I know, and she does that I'll see her do it.
Emma has mine in her dad's brain.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of weird. She has the same type of brain that James and I have.
There you go.
Correct that.
Okay,
Things don't always come out how we intend them to. Just roll with it.
If you
are in the same room with all four of us, you'll be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I
get
get
where they're coming from.
Or you're going to be very, very scared.
We're not those birds.
No. Just best friends. So for you, I'm going to go with this one. I never thought I'd say.
Oh, I never thought I'd say,
what is it?
Because I said so.
Because I said so.
Mm-hmm.
Every time somebody says something like that, I think about Bill Engvall's little joke about his son's army men, and the dog had one.
Oh, yeah.
And he told him, go get it from the dog. And then he hears the dog yelp. And he's like, I said, get it from the dog, not kick it out of the dog. I never thought I'd say as many times as I have, don't put that in your mouth. Not even as little kids. Not even as babies.
You have to say it to your...
I say it to Daytona 100 times a day.
I say it to him too. No.
Don't put
When
it in your mouth.
No.
Yeah. Just because somebody said it doesn't mean you have to do it.
Don't touch it.
Oh, I'm
gonna die.
He tried to touch a pan of hot oil on the stove the other day. Because, Jamie, what, you think that's hot? He's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Like, I got another one. Okay. My most embarrassing mom moment.
I really don't know.
You sure?
Can you think of one?
Doing the lock-in with me.
That wasn't embarrassing. It was painful. Not embarrassing.
I'd do another one.
I forgot about that till now. Thanks. No, I really don't think I had an embarrassing mom moment. I think I've always if anything, it would have been it's the typical when they were infants and I'd be out somewhere and I'd have throw up down my back or I'd leak through my shirt or things like that.
I got one for you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So when Dean was learning how
to go potty
himself,
he'd go to the bathroom and we were going to
the
a
store.
store.
I don't remember
what store it is.
I think it's
Big Lots.
We were walking outside of Big Lots. And he starts trying to take his hands down. Dean, no! I'm like, sorry.
Nope, I made sure to tell my kids because they were little country girls before they started school, like, you cannot pee on the playground.
Yeah.
Mind you, I don't think it was an embarrassment for my mother-in-law, but it was definitely an embarrassment for my brother-in-laws because my husband and all the brothers went to the same little school the girls started at. 100 kids, kindergarten through 12th grade. Jamie was in kindergarten. His oldest brother was a senior.
Yeah.
And there's 2 in between. So I think it was an embarrassment for them when Jamie pulled down his pants and peed on the playground.
I would say that's an embarrassment.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's an embarrassing
know. Oh, now I can make fun of him. Just like his brothers do to this day.
Oh, yeah. Great stories for the girlfriend when I get older.
Oh, yeah. 100%. What is the weirdest thing you miss?
Oh, weirdest thing I miss. Being able to eat
my snacks in peace.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be
the
the
weirdest to some people,
but it's like I have to share all my snacks.
I know it's not fair.
Because they all like my snacks.
But it gets better. I say that.
Are you sure?
Some days it gets better. There's certain things I'm like, put that in my room, it's mine. But then, like, we went to Costco and came home, and the girls are like, what'd you get? Can I have that? Like, I bought those edamame, the roasted edamame. First thing, can we have some of those?
Oh, yeah.
That's like a protein snack that I need. Your skinny butt doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever, fine.
Yeah. I mean, they wanted snacks that whole afternoon. And I'm like, I just got all these
of them. You're going to eat them all in a day.
I need those the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
By Costco. You get the big bundles. All right, what's the
biggest moment?
Being present. Doing the things people never expected. I was on my birthday. My birthday's the end of May. So it's not really hot, but it's not cold. And it had stormed. And at Jamie's cousin's house, they had this big, like, pothole in their driveway. Like, big. And, like, you drive through it and your whole car is doing this number. It was full of water. And I got out there with the kids and I played in the mud.
Yeah.
Just as if I was a kid. And everybody was like, why would you do that? You're 20 whatever years old. They're going to remember it one day.
Yeah.
And being present in those moments are just as important as being present in the hard moments. Because when they're 50, 60 years old talking to their grandkids, you'll never believe this one time your great grandma was out there playing in the mud. Just like she was one of us.
Yeah.
I think my biggest moments are mastering the cakes that my children challenge me with.
Sharing the snacks.
Yeah,
sharing
the snacks.
Yes, that's a big
moment.
I usually, I'm gonna admit this. I know every mom does. Oh, there's no
more. Yeah.
Oh, it's
not good.
It's spicy.
Oh, no, yeah. The chocolate frosting that it's spicy. Oh, like, Mom. Are you lying?
Peppers in it.
This is Emma's new thing. Are you lying to me?
I went through that phase and it drove my dad nuts. I very much remember that.
Emma, like, Mom, are you lying?
Mom.
Sure.
Look, in my defense, my dad was a big smart aleck and jokester.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, truly never knew if he was being serious or not.
Yeah.
And it came out. Are you lying to me? When it probably should have come out. Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
let's do one more.
okay.
because this was great for both of us. What is your current?
My current prayer is that each of my girls will be happy above all else.
Mm-hmm.
And they will keep walking in the path that God has for them, no matter what that path is. No matter if I never understand it, never see it, that they know that they are walking in the path that they're meant to be on,
Mm-hmm.
and that they're happy with the choices they make.
I think my current prayer for my children is to be able to be strong in their faith, to withstand any trials and tribulations when they get through. Because I think that is one of the biggest things that are fighting
For in this thing.
Absolutely. You know, there's going to come a day that you're going to pick up those crayons for the last time and you're not going to realize it. There's going to come a day when they ask to borrow your car keys for the very last time, maybe. There's still days I want to borrow my mom's car.
I still want to do that too.
You're not going to be ready for that either. Motherhood is not about holding it together. It's about slowly opening your hands.
Every season asks us to surrender something different. When they're little, we surrender our sleep for sure. That sleep surrender. When they're school age, we surrender our schedules for sure. When they're teenagers, we surrender control.
As hard as it is,
When they become adults, we surrender our expectations.
I'm learning. I think one of the biggest surprises about motherhood is that every season convinces you it's the hardest one. When they're little, you're exhausted because they need you for everything. Then one day they ask you for the car keys, and suddenly it's not your sleep that's keeping you awake, it's your heart. You pray over places you've never been, people you've never met, and decisions that you can no longer make for them. The challenges change, but the love, that doesn't ever change. I've realized motherhood isn't about teaching our children to need us less. It's about teaching ourselves to trust God more. Our children were never really meant to be ours to keep. They've always been His. He simply entrusted us with them for seasons.
Maybe that's why every stage feels hard. Each season asks us to surrender something different. When they're little, like I said, we surrender sleep. That's the big thing. As they grow, we surrender our schedules. When they're teenagers, we surrender that control. And when they're adults, we surrender our expectations and trust that God is still running their story.
So whether you're sitting here in the crayon season, or the car key season, or the grown season, know this: God isn't just raising your children, He is raising and shaping you.
He's teaching patience. And he's teaching patience. He's teaching you the wisdom, right here. and ultimately that trust. You don't have to be the perfect mom because, by all means, none of us are perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. We don't have all the answers. You simply have to be faithful with the season you're in and trust God with the rest.
Because whether your days are filled with crayons or car keys, bedtime stories or late night phone calls, this season, it matters.
Your prayers matter.
Your faithfulness matters.
And it's God who called you to be their mom.
He loves your children even more than you do. So until next time, stay rooted, moms.